Students, good afternoon. Welcome to Q&I class. My name is Dr. Meghna Garg and I am biology faculty at Q&I. Students, before beginning the class, please confirm whether am I audible or not.
Audible, ma'am.
Am I audible, Raghul?
Audible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for responding. So, today we are going to begin, or rather I should say continue. So we are going to continue with autotrophic nutrition, life processes, autotrophic nutrition particular topic, and this we had already started in the previous class. So today we are going to continue with this topic. Before I continue, do you have any doubts from the previous class? Any doubts from the previous class? Devi, Maya, Raghul, Alan, anybody from the previous class if you have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for responding, everyone. What are the prerequisites, what you need to have a prior knowledge of before beginning this class? So you should now be understanding. So you should now have the basic understanding of the terms autotrophic and heterotrophic modes of nutrition. Okay. Next, you should be thorough with the steps of photosynthesis. So in previous class, I told you, I made you people write also these steps of photosynthesis. I hope everyone, in everyone's notebook, these steps of photosynthesis are written. Everyone, Raghul, Devi Maya, Alan, in your notebook, are the steps of photosynthesis written in previous class? I had told you the steps of photosynthesis.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Alan, I think you were not there in previous class. So kindly share,
Yes,
kindly take notes from. Yes, Alan, you were there?
yes, no, ma'am. I recently
You,
only joined today only, ma'am.
yes, so no problem. What you can do is that you can take down the notes from Raghul or Devi Maya. Okay, so take the notes from Raghul and Devi Maya because they are very, very important. The steps of photosynthesis. Again, after this particular slide, we are going to cover the recap also. So just listen to it carefully. Next, what is the site of photosynthesis? So in previous class, I told you people that basically the photosynthesis, it takes place where in the mesophyll cells of the leaves. Okay. So in leaves, you have cells present which are called as mesophyll cells and there the photosynthesis occurs. In today's class, we are going to continue with the autotrophic nutrition. Today, I am going to show you and demonstrate you certain activities also. Okay. So autotrophic nutrition, we are going to continue and finish in today's class. And next, we will be starting with digestion in humans. Previous year weightage or weightage in CBSE. So 1 to 2 questions are asked from this. Usually what happens in your board examination, uh, if you get a choice, then it would be that either solve question from the autotrophic nutrition or either solve question from the digestion in humans. So both the topics are important. Otherwise, also in 2 to 3 marks, autotrophic nutrition definitely comes. That's why I'm paying so much importance to this particular topic. What all are we going to cover in today's class?
Ma'am, Raghavi's device is not working, so she will attend with me, ma'am.
Sorry?
Ma'am, Raghavi's device is not working, so she will attend with me, ma'am.
Okay, Raghavi.
Yes, ma'am.
Raghavi is there with you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, Raghavi. Okay, so today we are going to cover what happens in desert plants and experiments to perform carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis and experiment to perform chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Very, very important. Two experiments, very important when we talk about CBSE. And then if time permits, then we will continue with digestive system in humans. Now, quickly take a recap of what we had studied during previous class. So Alan, pay attention because you had not attended previous class. So this is the chance for you to quickly take a recap of what we had studied. Okay. So now see what happens. I told you people that basically when we talk about photosynthesis, the two types of reactions which takes place during photosynthesis. Can anybody tell me the two types of reactions which takes place during photosynthesis?
Light reaction, dark reaction.
Very good. Light reaction and dark reaction. And what happens during light reaction? Yes, what happens during light reaction? So photosynthesis basically
by the leaves and photolysis of water, ma'am.
very good, Raghavi, very good. So photosynthesis occurs in two parts, okay? Light reaction and dark reaction. So if you have opened up your NCRTs, Alan, you can open your NCRT and you can see the 3 steps of photosynthesis which are mentioned in your NCRT. So during light reaction, first of all, there occurs absorption of sunlight. And who is absorbing this sunlight? This sunlight is being absorbed by the chlorophyll pigment. Okay. Then again during light reaction, the second step which is occurring is the photolysis of water. So now what happens because of this sunlight which is being absorbed by the chlorophyll, now the water is getting broken down into H plus ions, oxygen and also electrons. Now, this oxygen is what which is actually liberated during photosynthesis. So, if you recall that we say that during photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is being absorbed by the plants, whereas oxygen is liberated. So, from where this oxygen is coming? This oxygen is coming from the photolysis of water. Also, during the light reaction, there is production or generation of ATP and NADPH molecules. These are what? These are chemical energy. So in NCRT, you can say that during light or during the photosynthesis, chemical energy is in the presence of sunlight, chemical energy is synthesized and photolysis of water also takes place. Now, during dark reactions, what happens? So now see during light reactions, which are taking place in the presence of light because they are absorbing sunlight. So what is happening particularly that this chemical energy which is generated during light reaction that is used during dark reactions. Now why the name dark reactions? Simply to say that these set of reactions, they are not using any light. They are not dependent on light. Okay, that's the only meaning of dark reactions. It is not like that light reactions always occur in light, whereas dark reactions always occur in dark. No. Light reactions require light, whereas dark reactions, they do not require light. That means they can occur at any time of the day. Okay. So light reactions, for them, light should be present. That is a compulsion. Whereas for dark reactions, they can take place any time of the day. That means that they are not dependent on light. Now, during dark reactions, what is happening? So now the CO2 is getting fixed into carbohydrates. And what do you mean by carbohydrates? Particularly glucose, okay, which is C6H12O6. However, during this process, this energy which was synthesized during light reaction, that is being used. So these are the 3 steps of photosynthesis. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Okay, Devi Maya, Alan?
Yeah.
Alan, yes, please repeat.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Baki, what you can do is, Alan, that you can step by step take the notes from Raghavi or Ragul or Devi Maya and note down those steps. And once again, you go to the recording section of the previous class. Those recordings are also shared with you. So go back to the recordings of previous class and see that recording. Okay. Now comes very, very important part which has been asked so many times during previous year. What happens in desert plants? Okay, so now let me ask you people this, that what do you think? Okay, what is the limitation of desert plants? What is the limitation of desert plants? Acha, tell me this, where are desert plants present? Either they are present in regions where temperature is very high or they are present in regions where temperature is very low, it is very cold. Yes. Where are desert plants present? Tell me this.
Present in the area have temperature high.
Yes, so the temperature is very high. Devi Maya, Alan, you also respond, okay? But do not think that only one person is responding, so okay, we are also listening to that. No, everyone has to respond in the chat box or either unmute yourself, okay? So now everyone please respond in the chat box. So what happens, students? See this. Desert plants, they are present in the areas where temperature is very high. Now, what happens? Even if we consider us we consider humans, then what happens? When the temperature is very high, then you sweat more, isn't it? You sweat more. That means there is large amount of sweat coming out of your body. So in a similar manner, and you feel thirsty also. Yes. So what happens, bache, that during desert plants, they also face the same limitation. So desert plants, what their limitation is that they are present in very high temperatures. Okay, they are present in very high temperatures. Now, if they are present in very high temperatures, that means there is a need for them to prevent or to protect their water, to preserve their water. Okay, now recall it from your previous class knowledge. Okay, see, desert plants, you know that whenever we talk of any plant, okay, so now let's say this is a plant which is present in desert. Now, this is a desert plant, and what happens when sunlight falls on it? When sunlight is falling on it, there is loss of water from the surface of leaves through stomata. So through the stomatal apertures, water can exit out of the surface of leaves. This process is called as transpiration. This process is called as transpiration. The loss of water from the surface of leaves through stomatal apertures, that is called as transpiration. Now, what would plants do? Will they remain their stomata open? Will they let them be open? Or what should they do? Should they close it? Should they shut down the stomata to prevent the loss of water? What according to you should be the strategy? Yes? Alan, Devi Maya? They should close. Yes, very good, very good. So now what happens? So now from here, we have got to know one thing, that in desert plants particularly, the stomata, okay, so please write down this, that in desert plants particularly, the stomata remains closed in day, okay, in day when the sunlight is falling on it, to prevent transpiration. Okay, what is transpiration? The loss of water from the surface of leaves. So to prevent transpiration, particularly the stomata is closed. Okay, Raghul, Raghavi, are you writing or are you simply listening? I cannot see you people writing. Are you writing?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
we are
ma'am, we are
right.
right.
Okay, yes, Devi Maya, Alan, you two also write, okay? Now what will happen? Now think of this. If stomata is closed, then CO2, carbon dioxide, will not be absorbed by the plants because carbon dioxide is taken from the stomata only. So that means if plants are closing their stomata during the day to prevent the loss of water, that means they are unable to perform photosynthesis because now they will not be able to absorb carbon dioxide. Okay, so because of closure of these stomatal pores, carbon dioxide exchange will not take place. Okay, so now what will happen? Carbon dioxide exchange will not take place because of stomatal pores closure. Okay, because stomatal pores are closed. So now let's see from this animation here. Okay, see this. So now what will happen? Okay, now see this. Desert plants, what they will do. So now the third step is that the desert plants, they take carbon dioxide at night. So what desert plants are doing? That the desert plants, they are opening up their stomata during the night. Okay, during the night, they are opening up their stomata and they are storing and they are taking in carbon dioxide. Okay, now when they are, so you can see the night has happened. Okay, the night has happened and carbon dioxide is being taken or absorbed by the plants. Now what will happen? Once this carbon dioxide is taken by the plants, okay, now this carbon dioxide will be converted into an intermediate product. Okay, so now I am again going to make you recall the two steps of photosynthesis. Again, I am going to make you recall the 2 steps of photosynthesis. Now see this. These are light reactions. The photosynthesis occurs in 2 steps. Light reactions which require light for them. Sunlight is necessary. You need sunlight. However, dark reactions, okay, they do not require light. That means they can take place at any time of the day. So now what happens? At night, carbon dioxide is being taken by the plants and they are converting it into an intermediate product. Now, let me tell you the name of this intermediate product. Basically, that is your particularly malate. Okay, malic acid or malate. Okay, that is your intermediate product which is formed by the carbon dioxide storage. Particularly, what are plants doing? They are basically storing the carbon dioxide. Now, what will happen next day? The day will occur. Okay, the day will, the sun will rise and the day has occurred. Now, plants has worked intelligently in this, that during the night they could open their stomata. Sunlight was not present, so there was no loss of water. They have simply taken the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and stored it within themselves in the form of malate. Now, during the day, what will happen? So now during the day, the light reactions process will occur as it is. So what will happen? Photolysis of water will take place. Okay, as it is, the photolysis of water will take place. Again, there would be generation of ATP and NADPH. Okay, this will also be produced. And now during the day itself, now carbon dioxide, which was stored in the previous day in the form of malate. So now malate again would be converted into carbon dioxide. So just like you have stored carbon dioxide in the form of malate during the night, and in morning you are again converting malate or intermediate product into carbon dioxide. That's it. You are simply converting it. You are taking back. Okay, the storage form, you are again taking it back. And now this carbon dioxide using this chemical energy is fixed in the form of carbohydrates. Okay? Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Devi Maya, Alan, is it clear to you as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Alan? Okay. So now see this. Then during the day, intermediate product is acted upon by the energy. That means this light reactions energy, ATP and NADPH, and it is converted into glucose. Now, students, if I ask you, or if anybody asks you this question, okay, now tell me this. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means something is getting synthesized in the presence of light. And here in desert plants also you can see that during the night only carbon dioxide was getting stored. Nothing else was being synthesized. Glucose was not synthesized. The entire light reaction and even the fixation of carbon dioxide into carbohydrates, that is dark reaction, that is also occurring during the day itself when the light is present. So can we say that photosynthesis in desert plants occur during day only? Can we say this or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Yes or no? Yes, we can. Okay. Alan, can we say this? Raghavi?
Yes, ma'am.
Raghul?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So please, since you people have now understood the concept, I would request you this, that if anybody asks you this, if any of your friend asks you this, and if anybody asks you this, that photosynthesis, most common mistake students think is that in desert plants, the photosynthesis occurs in night. No. In desert plants, the photosynthesis is occurring during day only. The only thing which is getting happened in night is that the carbon dioxide is getting stored so that it can be acted upon next day in the presence of sunlight. Got it? Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So now
ma'am.
solve this question. Very good. Alan, Raghavi, Ragul, Devi Maya, very good. Now solve this question.
Option D, ma'am.
Option D, ma'am. All of the above.
All of
Okay, Alan, Devi Maya. Okay, so now that's
D,
a
ma'am.
small
All of the
request
above.
for. Okay, Devi Maya is also saying D. Okay, so now that's a small request for all of you. Once questions are displayed on the board, I would request for rest of the answers, unmute yourself and talk to me as much as possible. I'm completely comfortable with that. But for questions, write your answers in the chat box, okay? So for questions, write your answers in the chat box. Why I am saying this? So that other people also get time to solve questions, okay? So well done, everyone. Alan, Raghavi, Ragul, Devi Maya. The correct answer is option number D, all of the above. Very good. Now, let's do an activity which shows that CO2 is necessary for photosynthesis. Now, for this, I would request everyone to write down the equation of photosynthesis in the chat box. Write down the equation of photosynthesis in the chat box. You people are facing some problem? Ragul is laughing, okay. Alan, write it down. Okay, so now Raghavi has taken over the lead and she is saying, Rahul, now let me type, okay? Now Raghavi is typing. Very good. CO2 plus H2 in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives glucose, O2 and H2O. Very good. Very good, Devi Maya. Very good. Yes, now. Okay. Alan, what's your answer? I want answers, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Write down the equation of photosynthesis in the chat box. Okay, Ragul, quickly. Okay. 12H2O in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, C6H12O, 6O2 and 6H2O. Very good, very good. You have given the complete balance equation. Very good. Okay, so Alan, this is the complete equation of photosynthesis. Both Devi Maya's and Ragul's answer is correct. Ragul has given the balanced version, so you can note down that as well. Okay, now see this. Now, from this equation, we are understanding, we have got to know that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is used as a raw material. Now, let's solve one or let's do one activity which demonstrates that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. Now, students, from this particular activity, number of times question had been asked in your board examination. So please follow this very, very sincerely. Okay. So now, see this. What we are doing is that we are taking two plants. Okay, so this is plant A and this is plant B. We are taking two plants, plant A, and we are also taking plant B. Two plants we have taken up. Now what we are doing is that initially we are keeping the two plants in sunlight's absence. That means we are depriving these two plants from the sunlight, of the sunlight for 3 to 4 days or for 2 to 3 days. Now, what will happen if sunlight is not present? Photosynthesis will take place or not? Photosynthesis will take place or
No.
not? No? Devi Maya, Ragul, Raghavi, photosynthesis will take place or not?
Take place, ma'am.
It will not take place. Yes, it will take place. Devi Maya, why? You are depriving, you are not providing the plant sunlight. That means photosynthesis will not take place. No, no, no. See, for dark reaction to occur, you need energy from light reaction. Okay, you need energy from light reaction. So light reaction is not happening without sunlight. If chemical energy during light reaction is not getting synthesized, then dark reactions will not take place. Okay? Got it? Yes. So particularly when you are keeping the plants without sunlight for 2 to 3 days, that means photosynthesis will not take place. So now how will plants survive during those 3 to 4 days? So what will happen? Whatever starch they had stored from the previously performed photosynthesis, they will use the stored starch. Okay, so particularly now we are making the plants utilize whatever starch was present in them, from the previous photosynthesis, so that now plants have completely used up. Okay, so now till now you are clear. Now what you are doing? Now you are keeping the two plants A and B like this. Same two plants A and B first kept without sunlight, and that means you're promoting the starch usage in those plants. Now see this. Now we are keeping these two plants again back in sunlight. Okay, now we are providing them sunlight. So now you can see this is plant A. Sunlight is falling on both of them. So plant A and plant B. Okay, now plant A. So you can see the equation of photosynthesis, CO2 plus H2O, sunlight and chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is already present in both of them. Sunlight we are providing. Water also we give them. Okay, to both the plants, water we also give them. Now what happens? We cover both the plants with a bell jar. Okay, so this is a bell jar, which is now covering both the plants like this. Okay, we are covering both the plants with a bell jar like this. Now, whatever air is stored or trapped inside this bell jar will be used as the carbon dioxide source by the plants. Okay, so once you are covering up the bell jar, you're covering up the plants, some air will get trapped in it and plants will take carbon dioxide from that. Now you are also sealing the jars from below completely so that now no more fresh air can enter. Okay, but however, during this plant or during this in plant A, you are keeping a watch glass. You are keeping a bowl. That's basically a watch glass is basically a flattened curvy type of dish. You can consider it similar to a bowl. Okay, in one of the in this watch glass, you are keeping potassium hydroxide. You are keeping potassium hydroxide. Okay. Now this potassium hydroxide will do what? It will absorb all the carbon dioxide of the air. So potassium hydroxide absorbs all the carbon dioxide of the air. So now if I ask you this, that now once you have done this experiment in plant A and plant B, in both the plants, photosynthesis will occur or not? Or photosynthesis will occur only in one of the plants? If so, then which plant? Tell me this. Will photosynthesis occur in both the plants or no?
Photosynthesis occurs only in the plant B because CO2 is absent in the plant A.
Very good. Devi Maya, what's your call? Alan? Very good, Devi Maya. Alan?
Plant B, ma'am.
Okay, so yes. So now students, what we'll do, now once you allow the plants in sunlight, okay, so now you are keeping this experiment for again 6 hours or 2 to 3 days or 3 to 4 hours, or rather you can say you can keep it for 24 hours or 3 to 4 days or 2 to 3 days, okay, after some time. So I'll just simply write after some time rather than this. So now after some hours, what will happen? Now, if you perform starch test, so now you're going to pluck a leaf of both the plants. So plant A leaf and this is plant B leaf. Okay. Now, if you perform the starch test, now what is starch test? So you put the leaves in iodine solution, and once you put the leaves in iodine solution, then according to you, which leaf should turn blue-black? Which plant's leaf should turn blue-black?
Plant B.
Plant B. Devi Maya, Alan, plant B's leaf. Yes. So particularly photosynthesis has occurred only in leaf B or in plant B. That's why starch would be formed only in plant B. Okay, so that's why after performing iodine solution, after dipping the leaf in iodine solution, this will not turn blue black. However, plant B's leaf will turn blue black. Okay, clear? Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So this experiment
Yes, ma'am.
proved that CO2 is necessary for photosynthesis, because when potassium hydroxide was absorbing carbon dioxide, then no more photosynthesis was occurring. So now solve this question. This is asked in CBSE 2022. Yes, that's a question from directly from your board examination. Now solve this question. Everybody write your answers in the chat box. Okay. Alan, if it's okay, even if your answer is wrong, I won't judge you, okay? I'm here to clear your things. See, is wrong. The starch test is performed after. Yes, very good. Alan, what's your call? Yes, quickly. Very good. Well done, everyone. So yes, why option number C? Because starch test is performed after the plant has been kept in sunlight. And once you perform the starch test, after they perform photosynthesis, and then you pluck a leaf from them. Okay. So yes, option number C is wrong here. So the correct answer is option number C. Very good, everyone. I'm so proud of you all. Now, I am going to teach you another experiment, which is variegated leaves experiment. And what does this experiment shows? This experiment shows that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Okay. So now, what exactly are variegated leaves? Okay. So now for this, I'm going to show you this. Okay. See this. This leaf is clear to everyone. Can you see this leaf? This is variegated leaf. Okay. Now see this. In this leaf, some portions are very dark green in color. However, in some of the portions, this green color is missing. Yellow color is appearing. Okay. So these are variegated leaves. Variegated leaves means leaves which have different colors present in them. Okay. So you can see from here, these are the green portions of the leaf, whereas these are the yellow portions of the leaves. Now we know that the green color of the leaf occurs because of chlorophyll pigment. Okay. So what happens in these green portions of the leaf, chlorophyll pigment is present, whereas in these yellow portions of the leaves or in other different colored portions of the leaves, chlorophyll pigment might be present in small quantity, okay, or it might be absent. Either cases are possible. So here we can say that chlorophyll is present in very small amount, or we can say that chlorophyll is almost absent. Okay. Now these are variegated leaves. I hope it is clear to everyone. What are variegated leaves?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Devi Maya, Alan, is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now what we are doing is, we are taking a potted plant. Okay, we are taking a plant which has variegated leaves in it. Now, next step is that again we are going to keep the plant without sunlight for 3 to 4 days. So for 3 to 4 days, we are going to keep the plant without sunlight. So once again, the same thing is happening, that whenever we are keeping the plants without sunlight, photosynthesis will not occur. So how will plants survive? They will all use the already pre-manufactured starch. So once this is occurring, now the plants have been kept without sunlight. So starch is used by the plants. So starch is used by the plants completely. Okay. Now in the next step, what is happening? Now you are giving the plant sunlight back. So now this plant, once it has already used up all the starch which was present in it, now you are keeping the same plant in sunlight for 6 hours. So now again, the process of photosynthesis will resume. So photosynthesis will now resume itself. Okay, photosynthesis process resumes. Photosynthesis process resumes. That means again photosynthesis will be performed by the leaves, and again starch will be, or glucose will be manufactured, and then it will be stored in the form of starch. Now you take the leaf from the plant. Okay, and now what we are doing is, now we are boiling the leaf in water. Why we are boiling the leaf in water? Okay, boiling in water basically to make it more solubilized. The cells, they become solubilized, and the plasma membrane, it becomes solubilized. It is more easy to access inside the leaf's cell. Next, we are going to boil the same leaf. Okay, so now the leaf which I had shown you, okay, the same leaf. Initially, we had taken this leaf, okay, and now we are going to boil it in water. And now this leaf, we are going to boil it in alcohol. Now, why alcohol particularly? So what happens once you boil the leaf in alcohol? The chlorophyll from this leaf, the chlorophyll from this leaf, it will get removed. The chlorophyll gets removed. And now what will happen? So now suppose, see, this is the container, okay, and this is the leaf which is present here. Okay, now inside this there is alcohol present. This is all alcohol. Now once you are boiling the leaf in the alcohol, eventually you will see that now the leaf has become colorless. So now this leaf, this will become colorless. Okay, and alcohol, this chlorophyll which is present in this leaf, this will enter into the alcohol. So now this will become particularly green in color. So the alcohol's color changes because this chlorophyll gets dissolved in the alcohol. Okay, now but the starch which was manufactured by the leaf will remain in it. Okay, so now it is more easier to stain. Once you are removing the chlorophyll, it is more easier to stain it now with iodine. So now any color, any change in the color of the leaf of alcohol? Yes, now the leaf becomes colorless or it becomes pale, whereas the alcohol solution becomes greenish. Now you are dipping the leaf in iodine solution. Okay, so now I am coming back to this. Once you dip this leaf in iodine solution, now what will happen? See, now these areas where chlorophyll was present, in these areas only the photosynthesis would have occurred. The starch would be present in those areas only. Whereas those areas which were colorless before alcohol solubilization, in those areas chlorophyll was absent or it was present in very minute amounts. That's why here starch would be absent. So now if I ask you, iodine will turn blue black where? In which portions of the leaf iodine will turn blue black? Yes.
Only the areas where there is chlorophyll.
Okay, very good, Devi Maya. Very good, Raghul. Alan? Yes. Yes. So now see this. Okay. I hope you can see the pigmentation like this. So now once you stain it with iodine, only the areas where green part was present, only those areas have now turned blue black. See the original leaf? In original leaf, only the areas where there was chlorophyll, only those areas have turned blue black. Got it? Clear? So that's how it shows that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's how you can perform variegated leaf experiment. Okay, so now students solve this question and then we are done with today's class. Solve this question, everyone. Okay.
See, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Raghul, Raghavi. Okay, see, Alan, everyone has written option number C. Yes, well done. So the correct answer is option number C. Well done, everyone. I'm so proud of you. Now, students, one more thing, okay? So now Correct answer is yes, option number C. Now I'm going to give you one homework. Okay. So now you will go to the platform, go to the assessment section. Wait. I think there is some problem with the net. Practice, custom. Okay. So there is some problem with the net. So what happens? You will get a platform like this. Okay. So you can go to the platform. Okay. And you can go to the platform. There are some issues right now. I think the internet is not working. So that is not the case. So go to the platform and practice questions on autotrophic nutrition. Okay. So that is your homework. I will check everybody's proficiency. I will monitor it. I will in next class ask you questions also from the platform. So what you are going to do, please log into the platform. And in the practice assessment section, solve questions from autotrophic nutrition, which will be present in where? In life processes. Okay. So whatever topics are related to autotrophic nutrition, all of them are now covered thoroughly. So please go and attempt the questions for 30 minutes, or either you can solve 20 questions. Minimum 20 questions you have to solve. If you want to solve more, then continue the practice. Got it, everyone? Okay, you will get the credentials today or by tomorrow for the platform, and our customer care team will contact you. So once you have got the platform credentials, then log into the platform and solve the questions. Okay. Okay, everyone, clear? Raghu,
Clear, ma'am.
Raghavi, Devi Maya, Alan,
Yes, ma'am.
have you
Yes,
enjoyed the
ma'am.
class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so with this, students, in next class, now we are going to start with heterotrophic nutrition, although I had planned it for today's class. So, but I'm in today's class, I'm going to skip it. So I'll just quickly move it ahead so that I can come to the thank you slide. Just wait, please, everyone. Wait, just 1 minute. Okay, I'm skipping this quickly. So yes, so now what all had we studied in today's class? So if I ask you the experiment which shows that CO2 is necessary for photosynthesis, so which experiment will you write? Variegated or bell jar?
Bell jar.
Very good. And if I ask you which experiment shows that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis?
Variegated leaves.
Very good. And what
Variegated
happens
leaf.
in desert plants? Also revise that. And what are we going to cover in next class, students? So in next class, we are going to talk about digestive system in humans. Okay. So we are going to talk about humans digestion. Okay, so with this, students, I'll take your leave now, and I hope you have enjoyed the class. Those who have registered with us, very good. You can start practicing, or those who have not registered, kindly start practicing, kindly register with us as quickly if you're enjoying the classes. And also, students, one more thing, there is feedback form present in the chat. So please fill this feedback form for biology. This is very, very important. Okay, so please fill this feedback form, and I'll see you in next class. Till then, bye-bye, take care, keep studying, and keep solving questions and keep practicing on the platform. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. See you in next class.